For the last 10 years of me existing on this big round thing we currently call planet Earth, my daily work consisted in one thing and pretty much one thing only: going to school. While we might have had a few irregularities, like me mastering a few internships the last years, mostly I've really just spent my mornings to afternoons in the big house of torture. And I am sure many people just like me had absolutely no idea what came after that. For me, after attempting 10th grade, which I am in right now, the answer was to switch schools and go to something here in Germany called Fachoberschule. And over here you have 3 days of working at a company associated with the niche you chose before attending the school, and then you have 2 days of regular classes. Big surprise, by the way, as I like to be creative, as probably none of you knew, I chose the niche art. And oh boy, that resulted in making a lot of paintings trying to show my skill, writing a CV, a lot of cover letters, and a lot of stress with upcoming job interviews. And the worst thing is that I had absolutely no idea how a job interview goes.
Hello everybody! You all came here to work in my advertising industry for no money at all. Still, I'm gonna make absolutely sure you'll have the hardest times of your useless lives, so let's see who's on our list first. You! What are you listening to?
Just some Sabrina Carpenter.
I hate Sabrina Carpenter. Who wants to go first?
I'm out.
Nope. And that's what I exactly didn't want to happen. Turns out, an actual job interview seems to be kind of chill. After a company does approve your cover letter, they will eventually just write you an email reading something along the lines of, "Hello Treeager, we love you. This is why we would like to invite you to a job interview next Tuesday." And oh boy, if you had any plans for Tuesday, you can already make sure to get rid of all of them while you're at it. What really was pretty nerve-wracking to me was that I had to dress fancy and act more professional than I usually am. Like, don't you want to get to know the person that you're interviewing and not just some made-up character?
This is not me.
When my mom actually drove me to the place, I had a lot, and I mean a lot of questions. Am I supposed to act rather professional, or the way I would act and answer questions myself? And then, how is the place gonna look like? What happens when the job interviewers ever go off script? But as I wasn't getting paid for the job in the first place, but it was just an opportunity that lets me do something besides school, it wasn't hard for them to get me to work for free. Of course, after making animated videos for over 3 years and not shying away from showing them, it always was a good move to bring the good old laptop and show some of my projects.
Oh my goodness, my friend, that's some real work you're doing there, buddy. But do you also know how to use Robert's radical rendering and retouching?
And then, after going to a lot of different places, with even more mails writing, "Hello Treeager, we love you," you can decide on an actual testing day where you work in the place you chose for a day.
Hello, my friend. Before you get comfy with us today, I must ask you. We're your only company, right? You didn't apply for any other companies you might find better?
Of course I did.
You stay here and start working with Robert's radical rendering and retouching. We need to see your skills.
And I am not even kidding. When the manager then tried to show me their software, they didn't even understand it themselves.
And now you can click here. Oh, right. First we need to import media.
So in the company with another applicant trying to take my spot, I had to sit and watch YouTube tutorials.
Welcome to my tutorial of Robert's radical rendering.
Okay, it's only you again, what the hell? And even though the description of the advertising project I had to animate was very vague and definitively nothing able to work with, eventually I actually crafted something that ended up looking really solid. And in the end,
Treeager, you got the job!
For me, it's really great to see that all those years of animating, drawing and being creative finally paid off, and that I now got accepted into such a cool internship place and school with a lot of nice people. I really wish more countries offered the school system, because I feel like it not only shows you the adult life more accurately, but it also gives you a huge opportunity for when you get out of school, even if you don't know what you're gonna do later. The most important thing now is that I can do what I love and get to know many new people on the way. And who knows, maybe you will find your passion too.